Yes, and
we take the pressure vacuum and the pressure gauge and the pressure absolute.
yes, okay. So if the pressure is, the value of the pressure is below the atmospheric pressure, then what we call it as a
As a vacuum electrode.
vacuum, right? If the pressure is more than atmospheric pressure, which instrument we use to measure the pressure? We call it the
Again,
pressure gauge. See what we studied in the last class, we have the absolute pressure, then we have P at ATM, that is P atmosphere. Any value above is a pressure, any value below that atmospheric pressure is a vacuum, right? To measure this, we use pressure gauges. To measure this, we use vacuum gauges. This is P absolute. This is 0. Okay. This value is below the atmosphere. What we say, P absolute is equal to P atmosphere plus P gauge. Okay. When we measure vacuum, how we do this? Absolute pressure is equal to P atmosphere minus P of gauge, right? What is the absolute velocity, absolute pressure of this point? It will be atmospheric minus this is P gauge, right? So this minus this will give you this value. Okay, this is for vacuum. So you need to take minus. Okay, so we studied this in the last class. Now today we'll study about the pressure in detail. So we have many different devices to measure the pressure. Nowadays we call them as transducers. Transducers means basically the electromechanical sensors. Electromechanical sensors. We have only mechanical instruments as well as transducers. Okay, transducers means electromechanical sensors in which there will be some forces, pressure, etc., and then some concept related to the electricity, like change in resistance, change in voltage, or change in current because of the change in force or pressure. So they will tell you the change in force, change in pressure, etc. That is the we need. Okay. Now we'll go one by one to the various measuring instruments. Okay. So we have barometer. We have piezometer. We have manometers. These are simply mechanical instruments. Then we have Bourdon gauges.
خذ العملة كوين صغيرة لأنه راتب 5.
For example, when you go to fill the tire, you use something like this, right? Okay.
coach.
Yes. So it is basically the Borden gauge. Okay. We'll see that. Then we have the strain gauges. Okay. So these are the important ones for us. Okay. There are many other instruments to measure the pressures, but we will study these three with calculations, and these two I will explain how they work. Is that clear? So we'll start with the barometer. Barometer is used to measure the atmospheric pressure. Okay. So you take a bowl, okay, and put some liquid in it. And insert a tube, small diameter tube. What will happen? Yes.
The tube will fill up with water.
The pressure of the atmosphere will act on this, right?
Yes.
Same, the pressure will act on this surface as well. Okay. But if you close this tube, okay, or you have a inverted tube like this, then what will happen? Will there be any atmospheric pressure from this side?
Water will go up.
Yes. Now there will be no atmospheric pressure on this point. So this will push the water or the liquid to go up. Now if this pressure is more, then the rise will be high, right? So this height is the indicator of pressure. This height is the indicator of pressure. If this height is more, then the pressure is more. But now what we have, only atmospheric pressure. We are not adding any other pressure. It is open to the atmosphere. So only atmospheric pressure is acting, right? So what we can say, the atmospheric pressure is equal to, what is the formula? Rho g h. It depends on the density, gravity, and height of the column. See, if you have different liquid, the different height will be there. Now, for example, if I use say mercury, okay, or some heavy fluid, then what will happen? And insert a tube, the height of the rise in mercury will be less because it is having more density. Okay, so atmospheric pressure is equal to, how to get this? Density multiplied by G. This is mass density. If you multiplied with the G, you will call it weight density. So this box is basically called as weight density, the product of rho and G. Weight density into height. Now, how much is the atmospheric pressure you generally? Yes. If we use the mercury, this H value comes 760 millimeters of Hg. What is Hg means? Mercury, heavy fluid. The density of mercury, or say specific gravity, is 13.64. What is the meaning of this? Density, specific gravity is 13.64. Yes, can anyone explain what is the meaning? S equals to 13.64.
The density of mercury.
This is specific gravity.
Way
Density of
higher than water.
mercury over density of water.
Yes. So mercury is 13.64 times heavier than water. If you take 1 meter cube of water and 1 meter cube of mercury, then it will be easy to lift water. It's like about 1 kilogram usually, but this will be like about 14 kilogram. 1 meter cube is. Okay. Now let's calculate the, so what will be the density of Hg? See, what is the formula for the specific gravity? S is equal to rho of Hg divided by rho of
water.
water, right? What is the specific gravity for Hg? 13.64. So how to get the density? 13.64 into, what is the density of water?
1,000.
Yes, 1000 kg per meter cube. So 1000. So how much will be the density of Hg? 640 kg per meter cube. So 1 meter cube of water will have 1000 kilogram. So 1 meter cube of Hg will have 13,640 kilogram. 13.64 times. Okay, now calculate the P atmosphere.
Doctor,
Yes,
the-
I gave the values. Can you calculate the value of P atmosphere? What is the relation for P atmosphere? Rho G into H. What is the rho of Hg? 13,640 into, what is the value of G? 9.81 into, how much is the H for mercury? 760
60.
millimeters. So what should I do? Divide by 1000.
Doctor,
Yes.
H is not the height.
H?
H the height, right?
Yes, height of the column. height of the liquid level in the tube.
Okay. So the specific this density. Why we put 13.64 only?
This is the property. It is the specific gravity of that mercury. Like for water, what is the specific gravity?
1.
1. Okay. For petrol or gasoline, the value of S is slightly less than 1. For kerosene, less than 1. Similarly, for Hg, the Hg is like 13.64 times heavier than. This is not from this experiment. I'm writing this as the property. Its property it is. Like you know that the water is in liquid state. Okay. Or if you know the property, similarly specific gravity is this 13.64. Now
Okay.
please calculate this.
$101,590.
How much it is coming? 1,000.
101,590.
Okay, 101. Then
590.
590.7.
okay.
Doctor,
Is this correct or
the unit of ATM.
is this correct? The
Yes.
number
Yes, yes.
101,590.
No, Professor, they
No, no.
put 9.8 only.
6 دكتور 1
694.
6 not 5 6.
Okay, no problem. Okay, generally, if you see the books, you will find this value is 101,325. Okay, so no problem. Not a big difference. Okay, because we usually say 1 bar. Okay, what is the unit now? This is Newton per meter square, because we have taken this in meters, right? Converted into meter. And this is kg per meter cube. Okay, and this is meter per second square. So it is, the unit is Newton per meter square. Now how much Pascal? How much it will be in the Pascal? Yes,
Same.
same, because
Yes.
Pascal means Newton per meter square. Okay, how much in bar?
Multiply it by 10 to the power 5
Divided by 10 raised to 5.
divided.
Okay, so this will become 1.0159 bar.
Doctor, sorry, but divided by كم? By how?
10 raised to 5, 10 to the power 5. This is bar to Newton per meter square. 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5. That is 100,000 Newton per meter square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1.0159. So usually we say that atmospheric pressure is 1 bar, right? Or 1 atmosphere. So this value is also like 1 atmosphere. Okay. If I say instead of 760, 756, how much will be the change? Instead of 60, if I write 756, I'm just changing by 4 millimeter. 4 millimeter is like very small gap, right? So how much it will be?
101 056
101
056.
056. Okay. Like that. Okay. So see the atmospheric pressure, these 3 digits will be same. Okay. The other last 3 digits after the three digits, after the, or you can say the last 3 digits may change depending upon the temperature, pressure, altitude, etc. Like if you go to Taif, it may be 756 millimeter. If you live in some high pressure or high temperature, low temperature area, then the pressure will be high. So this may be 760 millimeters of Hg. So this way we measure the
Doctor, I have a
atmospheric
question.
pressure. Yes,
Can
any
I ask a
question?
question?
Yes.
Yes, doctor. Why did we use here the height of the Mercury specifically?
Okay, I'm coming to that. Okay, well now we know that if you use mercury, we found out or we already know actually from other means as well that the atmospheric pressure is usually 1.0132 bar. Okay, now I'm giving that atmospheric pressure is 1.01325 Newton per meter square or Pascal. Now I am asking you, find the value of H for water. Can you do this calculation? You asked me why we used mercury specifically. Okay. Remember just one number that for if we use mercury, what was the height of the column? 756 millimeter. That is how many centimeters? Around 75. Or you can say 3/4 of a meter, right? 3/4 of a meter.
Right.
0.75 meter. Just remember this value. Now, please calculate the H for water.
It will be 10329, 328,
How much?
10328.
See, what is the formula for the P atmosphere? It is equal to rho G H, right?
Yeah, the row will be 1, right?
Rho will be 1000 because specific gravity is 1. S is 1.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot just like 1. Okay, it will be
1000 into 9.81 into H. What is the pressure?
it will be
101,325.
it will be
10.
10.32.
Yes.
How much it is saying? 13?
10.
10.32.
10.32
2.
meters.
Yeah.
So when we use water only in the, see if we use only water, how much is the height? 10.32 meters. If we use HG, how much it is? 0.76, okay, meters. Am I right?
Yes, doctor. Because the mercury heavier than water.
Yes. So can we use water to measure this? You need, if you use water only, then how much long tube you need? You need a tube
Oh,
of
okay.
about 11 or 12 meter, because you have to insert inside the water, and then height of the water rise will be how much?
10 meters.
10 meters. Like how many floors? 2 floor or 3 floors?
Again, doctor. Oh, what?
How many floors you need? You know, if you go into your room, what is the height of your room in meters approximately?
About 7.
7 meters, one room.
One room, it's, I think,
How much is your
4.
height?
I think 4.
What's your height?
175.
175 centimeters, right? 1.75 meters.
Yeah.
You just consider that if you like 2% one over other, so like 3 meters or 3.5 meter will be
Yeah,
one
about that.
about that, right? If it is 3.5, then 10.5 means 3 floors. So can we use water to measure the atmospheric pressure?
No, we can't.
Okay, that's why we go for the heavier fluid. So it is just the 760 millimeters or 0.76. Okay, 1 meter less than your height. Is this understood?
Yes, doctor, I understand.
Yes, yes.
Now we'll go for the other is. Now, for example, if there is a pipe and some fluid is passing through it, okay, and we want to measure the pressure inside it. Okay, so now for this pipe, I will use always the circle. Now this circle means you must understand that it is a pipe through which some fluid is passing through. Okay, now I want to measure the flow is going there. I want to measure the pressure inside it. Okay, so for that we have instruments called as piezometer. So it will be a tube will be connected to it. Okay, so based on the what is the pressure here on this side? Atmospheric pressure, right?
Yes, doctor.
And what is the pressure? Say pressure inside is say P. In which direction will be the flow? Depends on the what is the pressure here, right? If atmospheric pressure is high, then what will happen?
It
The flow
will
will go
enter.
inside, right? That
Yes.
means it will not come outside, right?
Yes.
Mm.
If this pressure is high, then what will happen?
Blow
The
out.
flow go out.
Yes, so the height of the column will be high.
Yes.
Is this clear?
But doctor, I have a question.
Yes.
What about the gravity here?
Yes, see, Gravity we already considering rho gh. G is the gravity, right?
Okay.
Acceleration due to gravity. We are considering the weight of the water. So that is basically considering that gravity only is.
Yes, I understand.
So if the pressure is high, this height of the water or height of the liquid will be high. If the pressure is low, this height will be low. Okay, so this is called as a piezometer, but it's not that common. So this is called as piezometer. We'll go to the another device. This is piezometer. Now we have the next is the manometer. There are different types of manometers. Okay, so we'll go with the simple manometer. So what is this? This is a pipe in which some fluid is passing, right? Now I want to measure, I want this pressure. Okay, so what we can use, we can use a tube like this. Okay, and in this tube, what we can do? Okay, now at least you understood that why we are using mercury, right? Because it is heavier, so height change will be less. So we can have the small size of the instruments. Okay, just look at this figure. Okay, or I will draw here. Now, for example, I have a tube which is of U shape, right? So this is called as U tube. Okay. Now, if I have any fluid in this, what will be the levels? Whether the levels of the this fluid in both sides will be equal, or will there be any change on the one side?
Will be
In this,
Equal.
will they be
Equal.
equal, or one side will be higher?
Equal.
Equal. Why equal? Because the pressure on both sides is equal. What is the pressure on both sides?
atmospheric pressure.
Atmospheric pressure. Is that clear? On both sides we have the P atmosphere. So there is no difference in H. H is 0. Or you can say delta H, that is change in H is 0. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, if I connect one side to a pipe which is at higher pressure, okay, and one is open to the atmosphere, then what will happen? Now this was the mercury. So in which direction mercury will go? Whether the level of the mercury will be same? Now
Now it
this
will be
what
changed.
this liquid is coming.
If the
Yes.
pressure of the liquid higher, the mercury go out. If the atmosphere higher,
Yes. So this side is we have P atmosphere. If this pressure is higher than P atmosphere, then mercury will go in the right limb. This is called as limb, LIMB. These two are limbs. So on the right limb, what will happen? So this side, it will slightly go down, right? And this side, it will go slightly up. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I make a reference here, can you see that on this bottom side, they have equal pressure, right?
Yes.
Below this line, they have the equal pressure now, right?
Yeah.
Because it is like equally, okay? So now I can say that if I know this H, say this is H of gas, okay? And this is H of mercury. And what is the total pressure on this point?
H of mercury plus the atmospheric pressure.
Plus the atmospheric pressure. And what is the pressure on this side?
Equal to the previous one. H of gas.
If gas plus
Pressure.
What is the total pressure coming here? Okay. So no need to write this. We can say that whatever is acting here is the, say, P. Okay. So what is P is equal to? P atmosphere plus rho G H. Because the same pressure is acting here, right? The same pressure P is acting here
yes,
because there is nothing here. So whatever is the pressure of the
gas.
Doctor, in the left, in the right.
Yes. On right side, we have P atmosphere plus mercury, right?
Yeah.
On the left side, we have only this P. That is the pressure of this. Okay. So this is the way we measured the pressure in or the pressure of gases flowing through a pipe. Okay. We'll take one example. Okay, before that,
Doctor, I have a question. When we use this shape and when we use the previous one,
okay, previous one is for pressures near the atmospheric pressure. This is for like high pressures because we are using mercury.
yes,
So this is for the measuring of the high pressure of gases flowing through the pipes. Now, what is happening here in this case?
The atmospheric pressure is higher than the pipe pressure.
So what does that mean? What is this pressure? So we can say, can we say that this pipe is having vacuum,
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
right?
it's like absorbing the air or the
Yes.
liquid.
So if I now we need to make reference here, right? This point. So what is this side? P plus rho gh is equal to P atmosphere, right? This side is, this is P plus this is H, right? Left side P plus rho gh, and what is this side? Only P atmosphere. So we can say that P is equal to what? P atmosphere minus
Victor, in the right limb, what is the pressure?
only atmospheric pressure because it is open to P atmosphere, right?
Yes. In the left,
Wow.
atmospheric
Left
minus
P plus rho gh.
plus or minus plus.
Plus. On the left side, if I am writing, it is P plus this.
Okay. Yes.
If I take rho gh that side, then it will become minus. Just to compare with this.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Is that clear?
شبكة ايه يا عم؟
Yes, Dr. Yes.
So for measurement of the vacuum pressures, we don't use mercury. Okay. We use very light fluids which are lighter than water.
قفل المايك لا انت اللي فاتها.
Say H is equal to 10 centimeter. Simple manometer. Simple U-tube manometer. S is equal to 13.64. Can you calculate the pressure in the pipe? So this is the case. We have pressure P, and this is a specific gravity of this fluid is given 13.64. So now you know what is the fluid here? Mercury. Can you calculate the total P, total pressure?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. See, remember P atmosphere, we will always use 101325. Okay, from now on. Okay, Pascal. Or you can say this is 10 centimeter, and what will be the for atmospheric pressure? 760. Can you calculate P? Yes. I'm waiting
Yes,
for the
doctor.
answer.
Okay, I'm calculating it. I got it, doctor. 114,705.
Is this correct? Rho means S into density of water, right? This is S, this is density of water, this is G, and this is H converted into meter. This is P atmosphere. Yes, how much it is?
114,705.
Okay, you just say digits 10.
114,705.8.
Pascal. Okay, or how much in bar? Everyone understood this?
Yes, doctor. Doctor,
Yes.
so it will be the all of the U cases it will be like this.
Yes. Okay. Or S, the specific gravity may be different, or the height will be can be different, or like this. Okay, so this is simple YouTube manometer. We'll see some other YouTube. Everybody got this?
Yes, yes, doctor.
Okay. So say we have mercury in this tube, and when will be the level equal?
If the pressure of each pipe was equal.
Yes. Okay. So this is say PA and this side is PB. Okay. If PA is more than PB, what will happen?
The mercury
Liquid will
goes.
go to the right.
To the BB.
Yeah, so this side the level of mercury will go down and this side it will increase, right?
Yes.
If PA is more than PB, am I right?
Yes.
So where can I take reference? We can take reference here, right?
Yes.
This is the height of mercury. Okay, and this will be considered as HA HB. Okay, or PA or PB. Will there be anything related to the atmospheric pressure?
No.
We don't have any atmospheric pressure, right? So what is this? This side is PA equals to PB plus
plus BA.
rho GH, right?
Yes. Doctor,
Is this clear? What is the pressure this side? It is PA. What is the pressure this side? PB plus rho GH.
Okay.
See, this is smaller, right? It's smaller than PA.
Yes.
So what is the difference between the two? PA minus PB is equal to what? Rho GH. If I take PB this side. Now, what is the meaning H0?
There is no.
There is no difference in height.
No difference in pressure, right? Because this will become 0. PA minus PB is 0 means there is no difference. Equal pressure on both sides, right? If H is high, what is the meaning? The difference is high. That means PA is much higher than PB. Is that clear?
Yes, doctor.
This is called as differential U-tube manometer. Because it is difference, so differential U-tube manometer. Is this understood?
Yes, doctor.
We do have some other types of manometers, etc. Yes, any question here?
Clear, doctor. Thank you.
Okay, we have some other gauges like Borden gauge. So, see, Okay. Okay. Sorry for the figure. Okay. I just want to show you that how it works. See this. This is a spring coil type of pipe. This is a pipe. Okay. But it is like very elastic. Okay. It's like a spring. Okay. Now what will happen? Okay. If see, I will give one more example before that. Now, for example, say you have a pipe like this, water pipe. Now you open the water at high pressure. What will happen? The pipe will try to
Extend.
Move.
straighten itself, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like you see the hand shower or water shower, etc. Whenever the high pressure flow starts, it will try to move in the other direction, or it will try to straighten itself if it is pipe, right? Okay. So the same thing is here. So depending upon the pressure, what happens? It changes or the expands or contract this spring, and based on that, this needle will move in the clockwise or anti-clock direction. This is the same instrument that you use when you measure the pressure in the tire. It is a dial indicator here. It has some dial. So behind this dial, we have the spring inside it. So this may be here or there. Okay. So you just put this. So what will happen? It will go to this pipe, and just imagine. Okay, I will directly go. Okay. So it's here. Okay. If you connect to the tire or the high pressure source, because of the pressure flow in high pressure flow in this, there will be some change in the motion, and because of that there will be change in the indicator, and this indicator change is based on the pressure. Okay, I will share the images of this concept. So these are basically called as the Bourdon gauges. Then we have strain gauges.
Dr. Gordon gadget, it's like the tire gadget,
Higher.
tire gadgets.
Yes.
The
That
same
I told you. Yes, same concept, same thing is there in the pressure you measure in the car tires. Okay, but you don't know what is going behind it inside. Okay, so there is a coil. Okay, so when you fill the when you connect it to the high pressure, it gets swallow or expand. Okay, based on that, it will be showing the. Now, for example, say I have a pipe like this. If I connect to this high pressure, what will happen? If high pressure is coming from this side, so what will happen? The flow will go and try to, so when it is high pressure, it will be like try to like this, right? This will try to straighten itself if the pressure is high. Okay, so this movement is already calibrated that if it going from this place to this place, the pressure is this much. So it will come back, if the pressure is released, it will come back to this position. If the pressure is further high, then it may become like this. So based on this much, it will show different reading. So these are the concept of the, okay. If you have seen, I don't know whether you have seen or not, you might have seen a whistle like this. The small kids use this type of whistle, and this side they have the a plastic pipe is connected, very thin. Okay, when they starts whistling, it goes, it flattens because of the air, and when they leave it, okay, the whistle starts, and because the air is coming out. The simple toy, you might find it at the Cornish. Okay, so the concept is same there as well. Okay, it's strain gauges. So in case of strain gauges, you know that the resistance in the electric wire is, if you have studied the electric basic of the electrical engineering fundamentals, then you know that resistance is equal to or rho L divided by A. Am I right? The resistance of, you might have used this symbol for the resistance, and it is equal to rho L by A, where rho is resistivity. Rho is not density, there is, it is resistivity, depends on the material. Okay, and length and area. Have you studied this? Even in the school classes, you have. Now, for example, it is in like a small chip in a big device. When you put some weight or some pressure on this device, okay, on the instrument, inside this chip, you have a resistor like this. Okay, what will happen to the this will get compressed, right? Because of the, say for example, if it is like this, if load is there, what will happen? It will get compressed because of the load. Because of the load, it is getting compressed, its length and area will change. Okay, this change in length and area will indicate the resistance, change in resistance. That is the change in pressure. Yes.
What is this gadget?
This gauge means the instrument to use for the to measure the.
This device. What is this device?
The name of this is strain gauges. Strain.
Okay.
Have you studied the stress and strain? Strain means change in dimensions or change in anything.
It's on mechanics class.
Yes, in mechanics, you will study stresses. When you apply a force, it gets compressed or expanded. So that is called as the tensile or compressive stress. Similarly, strain means change in dimensions. Basically, in English, strain means any change. Okay. In mechanics, it is related to change in dimensions. So when you have something, say for example, if you have a wire like this, what will happen if you put a pressure on this? say this was the its diameter, okay, and this was the length. So what will happen because of the compression? Its diameter will slightly increase and length will shorten. Am I right? Okay. After the compression, what will happen? Its height will be shortened and its diameter will expand slightly. So this change in length and diameter basically changes the length and area, and hence its resistance value will change. If you connect to this in a electricity circuit, so you can easily get the change in resistance is proportional to change in pressure. Okay. So for example, if 1 ohm is changing, then it may be equal to change in 1 bar pressure. If resistance is changing by say 5 ohms, then you can calibrate that a change in 5 ohm resistance is like equal to change in pressure in 5 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, like that. Okay. So this is, we will not go in much detail because we can limit ourselves to the manometers for calculation, etc. But you should know these types as well, because for other courses you have the labs as well. So in those labs you will have these devices. You need to do some experimentation or demonstration on such devices. Okay.
Okay.
There are many different. There are piezoelectric and many other types of pressure devices. So we are not going in detail of those. Now we'll study some hydrostatic forces. Okay, this is also related to the pressure. Okay, liquid pressure. Okay, so we measured the liquid pressure, okay, fluid pressure, gaseous pressure. Now we see the forces. Okay, what we studied in the previous class, the pressure on the surface is dependent on
The
yes,
area. The area.
what is the pressure here?
The atmosphere, pressure atmosphere.
Here it is P atmospheric, right? What is
Yes.
the pressure from the side?
Atmospheric also.
From outside it is P atmosphere, right?
Yes.
From inside. Okay, whether this height will have any effect on this point from inside?
No.
Again,
Repeat, please.
I didn't understand the question. What?
Okay, this liquid inside a vessel, whether this will have any force acting on this point in this direction?
Yes, it has.
Doctor, yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, but if you see this here, in the if you see in the vertical direction, we'll see in the vertical direction, what is the total pressure on the base?
The pressure of the atmosphere plus the pressure of the liquid.
Liquid
P ATM plus rho G
H.
on the pressure on the sides will be equal to
Atmospheric only. Atmospheric plus the force.
see See, this is like already kept on some surface, right? So we don't have any atmospheric pressure from the bottom side, but from the sides we have the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so what we can say, it is equal to P atmosphere plus rho gh minus from the outside P atmosphere. So it will get cancelled. So from the sides only it is rho gh.
Why, teacher, doctor?
See, what is from the inside? It depends on this pressure as well as this much height, right?
Yeah.
At this point, it will be this plus this height, right?
Yeah.
But from the others, from the right hand side or left hand side, from the sides, we have the atmospheric pressure on the vessel, right?
Yeah.
So P atmosphere plus rho gh from the inside minus P atmosphere from outside. So you can cancel it. So for the sides, it will be like rho gh only. Is that clear? Okay, before going to the next point. Okay. So please tell me what is the pressure at 1?
The atmosphere, doctor?
Atmosphere.
Yes, it is equal to P atmosphere. Am I right?
Yeah.
P2 equals to
Atmosphere plus the
Atmosphere
other
plus
surface.
rho gh.
GH.
so rho 1 G H1 plus. Okay, rho 1 means the density of this one. Okay, P3
It will be
The atmosphere plus
plus 2
rho
and
1 GH1
rho
plus
1 G
rho
H1
2
plus
yeah,
rho 2 G.
rho U2 G2 H2.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed like this.
Similarly, P4 will be equal to P atmosphere plus rho 1 G H1 Now, if I want to calculate forces, then what will be force is equal to? Yes, what will be force equals to?
The role for force is not PA.
Yes, force is equal to pressure into area, right?
Yeah.
What is pressure? Rho
total?
GHA. Okay, or simply I will write now P into A. So whatever is the pressure, you calculate the pressure. In any case, whether you are calculating for the simple manometer or differential manometer, okay, any place, force is equal to pressure into area. Everything understood here? Yes.
Doctor,
doctor.
Yes.
can you again explain why B sides only rho GH. The first, the first one.
From this side, what
This
is
side.
coming from this side? What is the
Uh,
pressure from this side?
Rho
Atmosphere.
GH.
Rho GH plus P atmosphere, right?
Yes.
What is coming from outside to inside?
Atmospheric.
Is it in the same direction or in the opposite direction?
Opposite.
Opposite. So one will be positive minus
Deleted with others.
this. So only what is remaining?
Rho GH.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Clear.
Please, if you have taken the screenshot, please after the end of each class, share in the group so that other students can get benefit.
Doctor, this section from which chapter in the book?
We are basically studying the pressure and hydrostatic forces. So we'll consider this in our first chapter only.
In what? Sorry.
Our first chapter will be based on these things, like the revision of the previous things. Okay.
Introduction. Yeah.
Yes, introduction and pressure and related to the things related to the pressure.
Okay.
Now, say for example, okay, whenever I show this, so you should know that this is the level of the fluid, and we have the some fluid below this. Okay, and it is not restricted. Now, if I have anything which is a plain body is submerged on this fluid, so what will be the pressure acting on it? Okay, for example, if you have a circular plate dipped inside the water or in some fluid, what will be the pressure acting on this? Okay, whether the pressure will be higher here or at this place. In the same plate, if it is dipped more inside, where will be the pressure acting on it will be high?
Below is higher.
Yes, below will be higher.
Higher.
If the plate is, instead of vertically, if it is like this horizontally, in which direction it will have more pressure? More forces.
The same pressure, I think.
Same
The
pressure.
last one.
Okay, now we are going to study that. Okay, this is like hydrostatic forces. So for this, see, we are not going into the derivation of the equations, but I will explain the parameters. Do you know what is the CG means? What is CG means? Center of
Gravity.
gravity, right? Center of gravity. You know center of gravity of many shapes, right? If it is rectangle, if this is BH, then center of gravity is, so G point will be at H by 2, right? Or B by 2. From this side B by 2, this side is H by 2. If it is circle, then it is equal to radius. Okay. If it is triangle, where it will be center of gravity? It will be here, right? So from base, it will be equal to, if this is the height, this will be h by 3. Or from this side, it is 2h by 3. Or from this side, it is 2h by 3 or 2h by 3. From this side, it is 2h by 3. From this side, it is h by 3. So from base, it is h by 3. From apex, it is 2h by 3. This is CG. So G point. Now, when this is inside a fluid, then all the pressure of this fluid is usually not acting on G, but a point slightly below this, and it is called as point P, and it is CP. Now, what is CP? Center of pressure. Okay. Why center of pressure is not center of gravity? Because it is not starting from this point. If there is this point, then it will become, okay. Or usually most of the cases, it's this as well as some other reasons are there. Because of that, P is lower than G. The distance from this level to G is called as H bar, and the distance of point P from the free surface is, we will take this as H star. And H star is equal to H bar plus Ig divided by A into H bar. Okay, where H bar, you know, right? These are called as H bar. And Ig is moment of inertia from the point G. From the point G. For rectangular shape, what is the moment of inertia? You studied in mechanics, right? Yes, everyone?
We didn't study mechanics
all of
yet,
us.
doctor.
We will study it next semester, inshallah.
No, but even in the other course, I mean in the physics, science, you studied moment of inertia, right?
Momental of what, doctor?
Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Okay. I'm considering that you studied this, or if you have not considered, just write down the formula for this. So this Ig is equal to, for this it is BH cube divided by 12, and for this 5 by 64 d raised to 4, and for this BH cube divided by 36. Now is it visible everything?
Yes, yes, doctor.
You can take the screenshot for your reference.
Doctor, can we stop here, please?
You're not understanding now?
A little bit here.
Okay. Okay, we'll stop here. So this is radius, okay? And this one is diameter, right? So you can write R or D by 2. Okay, so please write down this. And the next class, inshallah, will again discuss this and solve the numericals on this.
Doctor,
So this is related to some plane bodies submerged in the water. If something gets dropped in the water or in the liquid, what are the forces acting on it? How the pressure is acting on it? Say, for example, if you are going to swim and if you are going inside the water, then there will be hydrostatic forces acting on you. You know, the swimming is the best form of exercise. Why? Because the pressure acting on it, on your body when you are swimming, and this pressure is basically working on your body. So you are basically you are losing the energy. Okay. So we'll take some simple examples, some rectangular and circular shape only. We'll not go in detail in the three-dimensional bodies or or the complex. We will not go in the complex problems. Okay. Okay. So we'll stop here. Wait a minute. Let me check who is absent. We have 28 students.
Doctor,
Okay,
what is the name of the IG?
IG is the moment of inertia about the point G. Okay, I'm calling your name. If you are present, please say yes or present. Eid. Eid Al-Utaibi is present. Osama Fazil. Osama. Okay, Knife. Knife, are you present? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can, but maybe they went to pray.
Okay, Musa. Musa is absent. Hassan.
Yes, I'm here.
Sari.
Yes, doctor.
Fawaz. Abdurrahman Ahmad.
Yes, doctor.
Siraj Ghamdi.
Yes, doctor.
Raid. Abdul Aziz Al Ghamdi.
Yes, doctor.
Muhammad Ghamdi.
Yes, doctor.
Umar.
Yes, doctor.
Umar
Umar who?
Ghamdi. Umar Ghamdi. Okay. Badr. Badr is absent. Abdullah Raiqi.
Present, doctor.
Usama Zahrani.
Present.
Ziyad.
Present.
Suleiman.
Present, doctor.
Faris.
Present, doctor.
Asir.
Present, doctor.
Faris. Faris. Andal Qeri.
Yes, here.
Faris Nukhali.
Yes, here.
Nawaf,
Present.
Umar Waqas,
Yes, doctor.
Abdurrahman Al-Khatib,
Present.
Umar Ba Salama,
Yes, doctor.
Muhammad Shaiba,
Yes, doctor.
Walid,
Present, doctor.
Ammar Gharbi,
Yes, doctor, I'm here.
Abdullah, Muharrij,
Yes, doctor.
Hussein,
Yes, Samir.
Muhammad Tefoti.
Yes, here, Professor.
Okay. What's your name? Muhammad Tefoti?
Tifuti, yeah, Tifuti.
Tefoti. Okay. Okay. Okay, inshallah, we'll see you in the next class.
Doctor, you didn't say my name.
What's your name?
Raed Khalid.
I said